Hey, hope you're well today. We're going to be in week 4, day 2 in Luke chapter 17. Luke 17 this morning. I'm going to read verse 33. Verse 33, whoever seeks to save his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life will preserve it. So what does it mean to be a disciple? You know, there's a lot of church words. There's a lot of Bible words that we use that we don't necessarily understand. We know that Jesus told us go and make disciples. And so if he told us to go and make disciples, obviously we should be a disciple if we're going to make disciples. But what does it really mean to be a disciple? Does that mean I read my Bible every day? Does that mean I pray? Does that mean I tell people about Jesus? Those are all part of being a disciple. But what it means to be a disciple has to go a lot deeper than just what I do. And notice I asked the question, what does it mean to be a disciple? Not what does it mean to do discipleship things. So when I think about that, I have to ask myself, what does it mean to be a disciple? And if I define what it means to be a disciple, am I a disciple? So I'm reading that verse again, and I'm going to read it one more time. Whoever seeks to save his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life will preserve it. The real definition of being a disciple is to be someone who has given up their life to follow Jesus Christ. I've given up my life. Now, I'm going to still have goals and ambitions, but only if those things work in tandem with what Jesus wants to do in my life. So whoever loses his life. And when we think of lose, we're in a society that doesn't like to lose. I know I don't like to lose. I love sports. I don't like to lose. I don't like when my team loses. I don't like when I lost something. How many of you have been frustrated because you lost something? Oh, man. That's one of the greatest frustrations in the world. But whoever loses his life, and what it really is a sacrificial idea of laying our life down. Just as Christ laid down his life for us, we lay down our life for him. Whoever loses his life will save it. Whoever loses his life will save it. Or preserve it. He says whoever seeks to save his life, though, will lose it. Now think about that. It's my life. I want it. Then it's all going to be for nothing. And so here's what I want to challenge myself with today. Why am I seeking to save something that I should have already given to Jesus? I mean, if I'm trying to preserve my life and save my life and get my ambitions fulfilled before his, why am I trying to do something that I should have already given up? He gave his life for me. So why do I want mine? Can you just dwell on that question for a second? Jesus gave his life for me. So why do I want my life? Why do I not want his life? Why do I not want his best and his will and his glory? Just a real challenge from the Word. I'm reminded of the quote by Jim Elliot. Jim Elliot and Nate Saint and other gave their life, and every time I list those, I only think of those two, and I miss the other three names. But 5 missionaries gave themselves in Ecuador to the Auca Indians. They were trying to reach them for the gospel of Christ. And Jim Elliot had a quote that has been used many times. He is no fool who gives that which he cannot keep to gain that which he cannot lose. So much of it was Jim Elliot lost everything that day. Actually, no, he gained everything. But really, he had done that before. And just like him and many others, they'd given up their life already. So when somebody said they lost their life that day, no, they had lost their life a long time ago because they gave it up. So I just want to challenge you today and challenge myself to take Jesus' life and not mine. And I hope that helps you today. And I hope you can share with us what God has taught you as we seek to give up our life for him.